there's quite a few things I like about this ratchet belt. It is, well, just the whole concept of a ratchet belt is one that I love because it allows me to make fine adjustments to the fit of the belt. It could be there, it could be there, it could be there, and it just stays wherever you end up placing it. So you can make tiny little adjustments to how tight and loose it is. It always fits exactly like I want it to. This belt does that just fine. The mechanism seems to work fine and holds the belt securely so far, although I've had a little trouble with the release, taking it off. You just have to kind of mess with it a little bit. There's plenty of ratchet notches, so once the belt is adjusted to the size you want it, there's a lot of room for play in the belt. I don't think most people would need that much, so you can always find the right size. It comes with instructions that make it easy to do, easy to adjust it in the first place, or you can just use another belt that you have to get the sizing right. And the way that works is, if you've never had one of these, is this clamp here comes undone, and you literally just cut the belt to the length you want it according to the instructions, and then it slips in here and clamps down. And I mean, it holds it securely. I have two other belts like this, and I've never had any problem with them coming out or anything. This was listed for $8 on Amazon when I got it, so that's a great deal compared to other belts. But now it's about $20, which is about the same as other belts that I've had like this. And like I said, the clamp really holds it securely. Now, there are a few things to be aware of. You'll need something razor sharp, like a box cutter or some kind of other knife, because you're going to cut through this leather to find your size, to cut it to fit your size. And the instructions explain that, like I said, but it can also be done using a belt you've owned previously. Another thing was interesting. I ordered Black Style 15, which makes this silver part in the product posting kind of look like a brushed silver. But then when I got this one, it was the more shiny silver that can be found on a style like Black Style 23 in the product listing. So I'm not sure if just the photos aren't accurate or what, but I do prefer the brushed silver. And like I've said a couple times, I have two similar belts from a different manufacturer, and I mean, the quality of this one just doesn't measure up to those. But when I got this, the price was half of what those were, so the quality differences aren't a big surprise. And what those were is the mechanism here is a lot smoother on my other belts, and there's the ratchet, the thing that holds, whatever that's called, that holds the belt on these notches, is a lot thicker. And also the other belts have little measurement lines that help you figure out what size or where you're going to cut it. But like I said, it doesn't seem to be a huge problem, the ratchet, and I was able to cut it to size without those measurement lines. Also, the belt definitely smells like leather, but it also kind of smells like mold somehow, so I'm not sure why that is. Maybe some kind of treatment on the leather. And the face of this particular belt did have a couple tiny imperfections. I'm not even sure if they can be seen, but there's a little mark there and a tiny little mark there, which, you know, isn't going to be a problem really for me. But when you buy something, you know, you don't want that. There's also some imperfections in the chrome or silver look here. I doubt that can even be seen on the video. So if this could be purchased, this would be a great one to try, especially if you can get it at that lower price, to try these kind of belts if you haven't had one. But otherwise, I wouldn't give it a strong recommendation because it's just not up to the quality of the other ones I've had, and because the price is now up to the same as those other ones that are getting really high recommendations and are nice quality. So I would recommend, I couldn't really recommend this one highly.